Oh yeah, talk to me. Talk to you. Hey Don, you want to talk to me? I made the video about the Jalil Hackett comment, right? And you could point out shit to people, but it's like that old saying: you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Smokey, what it do? Long time. You could lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I pointed out that shit that Floyd said, right? He never practiced it himself. That you tell people that you can't feed your kids belts or that you can't take legacy to the bank. But the only reason you made so much money is because of legacy. You couldn't have made the money that you made if you was just fighting Berto or the Bertos of the world. No, you had to go after Oscar. You had to go after Canelo. You had to go after Mosley. Manny, you know? You had to go after Marquez. You had to go after Cotto. And whether any of those fights or any of those belts had any intrinsic value to Floyd is besides the point. That's not. It doesn't matter if it meant something to him, even though I know that it did. But it doesn't matter if it did or didn't. What matters is the only reason you got to make all that money was because you were fighting the big names of your time. You were fighting in fights that people wanted to see. The reason Gervonta did not get to make that kind of money in his time, which is now coming to an end, is because most of the time you weren't fighting in fights people wanted to see. Only a small cluster of people supported anything you did. You only did 1 million buys once. It's jarring sometimes to go back and see how many of Floyd's fights did 1 million pay-per-view buys. I think the Guerrero fight, even that one did 1 million pay-per-view buys. Whereas Gervonta only did that once after, 7 or 8 pay-per-view appearances. And there's a reason for that. The advice that you got was not honest. It was actually bullshit. Floyd could talk that, yeah, you can't take legacy to the bank. Well, listen, buddy, most of the fighters in this sport that made any money were legacy fighters. The vast majority of them were legacy fighters, and those are the ones who made money. The guys that make more money than Gervonta now all got legacies. Canelo, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Usyk. Fuck you think that people just, like, where do you think the money comes from? And that's why I say that, yo, look, you could love the fighters, right? You could love the fighters and all of that. But that goes back to the shit that Steve Kim said. That if it was up to the fighters, and I say that shit too, if it was up to the fighters, a lot of them would not challenge themselves. They just think, oh, you just supposed to give them money and that's it. You're not supposed to have to do nothing. Alejandro, que lo que es? Gervonta's too dumb to be a good villain like Floyd. Yeah, he's too fucking stupid, bro. They talking that money shit, and the wild shit that kills me is these guys think like bandits. Everything is a bank heist. Everything is a robbery. Silly motherfucker. That shit don't last. You don't understand that? You can't escape who you are. So if you're stupid, you're gonna stay stupid. And it's gonna cost you. You making money today. Will you have money tomorrow? I say no. When Broner was Broner, I said that dude gonna be in the gutter. That dude is gonna be broke. Watch. I said that shit ages ago. Why? Because it's very obvious. Very obvious. You buy bullshit. You buy shit for people to see you wearing bullshit. Let me get this pointless fucking chain. Let me get this gaudy, ugly ass watch. Let me get all these fucking cars that are depreciating in value so that people will be impressed with me. Shit, dog, don't give me no money. I'll fucking disappear. I'll use that shit so you won't see my ass. Give me no money. Motherfucker not gonna see me. My man Santiago, what it do? Jules, shut up and be a fan. For real, that's what I need to do, bro. I need to shut the fuck up and just be a fan. Go Gervonta. Levanta. I love talking shit about him, yo. It's one of my favorite things to do. Cause I never saw a fighter more derelict of any redeemable qualities be put on a pedestal than this guy. Like, what the y'all just like him because he come from a fucked up neighborhood, basically. Y'all like the stereotype shit, in other words. That's why y'all fuck with him, because of the stereotype shit. Well, guess what? I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And a lot of people don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And you may not give a fuck that we don't give a fuck, but we don't give a fuck. The difference is we not asking y'all for nothing. Y'all asking us to like them. Why y'all saying that? Start talking about, man, shut, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Ain't fucking bullshit. The mean streets of Baltimore, yo. Whatever. I ain't saying Baltimore is sweet neither, because it's not. Chris, what the fuck? Send me some fucking money, you motherfucker. I ain't seen your ass in a minute. Motherfuckers always celebrate the worst things about ourselves. Shout out to Alejandro. Jules, what happened to your friendship with Punch? What you mean, what happened to the friendship? It wasn't friends, bro. There's probably only 5 people on this planet that I call friend. Everybody else is an acquaintance. That's rude? I'm rude. But that's the truth. It's 5 motherfuckers, and they ain't here. They back up north. Everybody else is just an acquaintance. Shout out to George. I see a lot of LDBC guys now flaming Tank. Yeah. Better send me some money, Caesar. Better send that shit. I'm just playing. Nah, but I am like that, though. Like, I tell people that. I got 5 friends, 5 or 6. Everybody else is an acquaintance. You're going to meet a lot of people. Very few of them are your friends. They flaming him because I guess they thought that he would eventually give them what they want. Guess not. Gee, I guess the Ring IQ guy was right again. Fucking hate him. But why do you hate me? Because I was right? Do you know how fucking stupid you have to be to hate me because I was right? Shit is biblical, bruh. It's in the Bible. If you tell a fool the truth, he's gonna be mad that you told him. It's in the Bible. Y'all mad that I was right about Spence. Y'all mad that I was right about a lot of shit. Let's keep it a bean. Y'all try to make it about some other shit. No, you're just mad that I was right. Shout out to Alejandro. I'm one of those 5 friends because we were in Vietnam. We fought a lot of the Viet Cong, me and Alejandro. Don't call my name, Alejandro. I'm not that shit, man. That's a good ass song. Much respect, Ring IQ to chat. Stop by to show support. Yeah, appreciate you, Tony. Appreciate you, bro. And yeah, like the real reason a lot of them don't like me, honest to God, they make up reasons. They don't want to say what it is. The reason you don't like me is because I fucking told you and I was right and you can't deal. You're just being immature. They make up stories about it. They try to motherfucker said the gooks. This motherfucker said the gooks. This is real rap. They mad that like a lot of the reasons that they're angry at me, it's not that I did something. I ain't say nothing. All I did was I told you, yo, PBC going. I don't even want to run down that list no more because I'm tired of it. The point is, the real reason a lot of them motherfuckers don't like me is because, well, I'm usually right. You want to believe in a fantasy, and you can, but it's hard to believe that when I'm around because I'm gonna tell your ass, no, that's not what's gonna happen. Shout out to George. Too peaceful, too prideful to admit you. Yeah, literally, it's yeah. Because they like to walk around thinking that nobody can be better at something than them. See, I acknowledge, I say it all the time. I would be afraid if I were the smartest guy. I don't want to be the smartest guy. That's a burden. They're afraid to admit that, yeah, there's people out there that's fucking smarter than you, way smarter than you. There's people, they know how to do shit you don't know how to do, and you wouldn't be able to ever learn how to do what they do. There's people. You have to humble yourself to grow. You have to humble yourself. But these guys are so egotistical and prideful that if you get something right and they get something wrong, they get fucking mad at you. Shout out to Mr. Calderon. Is Curmel going to be the last example of why not to fuck with the PBC? I mean, he could be. He's one of the few young fighters. I wouldn't even say he's with the PBC because I don't think he is. But he is one of the few young guys that is young in that airspace. And you see where his career is going. It's not going anywhere. The fuck is he doing? What are you doing, dog? This dude had the nerve to call out Lamont Roach. If you don't get the fuck out of here, man. What it do, Herb? Funniest shit would be if Lamont did fight him and beat him. There goes the fucking neighborhood. So much for that theory. Alejandro said, Curmel Moton worries me because he is too small and no power. That kid is going to get fucked up. I didn't want to say that because he's young and he didn't do anything. But if you want my evaluation, he's going to get fucked up. He going to get Y'all remember Gabe Flores? Y'all remember him? That's what's going to happen to Curmel. Curmel Moton. He need to start a rock group. Curmel, and I'm here to say. You know what I'm saying? He is going to get fucked up because I heard he's at 140 now. And you ain't built like a 140. He's going to get fucked up. But motherfuckers still do the thing where because Floyd says something, it's supposed to have special fucking value. Oh, because that's Floyd's fight. Oh, well, pardon the fuck out of me. That is just another fighter, dog. That is just another fighter. I said that I low-key think the only reason he signed Curmel is because he kind of looked like Gervonta. It's not based on amateur exploits. He wasn't no special-ass amateur or nothing like that. He ain't no medalist or nothing like that. It looked like Floyd ran out and signed the first kid that kind of looked like Gervonta. That's what it was. Like, damn, Gervonta left. What I'm going to do? Sign a lookalike. Shout out to my man El Cagon. Floyd tried the same gimmick with Lee. Yeah, that's what. Shout out to Ray because Ray said it. Floyd's method of promoting Curmel is to talk about fights that ain't gonna happen. Oh, a Lee Wood fight. Yeah, he gonna get the Lee Wood fight. Oh yeah, Lamont Roach. Floyd, you got money. Pay for it. You got money, right, Floyd? Pay for it. Outside of posting a poster on Instagram, what are you actually doing to do that fight? Did you offer Lamont some bread? Did you send him a contract? If you want to do it, you money made. You could do anything, bro. You could turn water into wine and Wilder into Mayweather. You money made. They think you good because you made some money. I know a lot of these motherfuckers, these young motherfuckers that talk about Floyd, y'all swear he God, never even seen him fight. Everything you know about Floyd is some shit a motherfucker told you. You wasn't there. You were not there. Pay for it. Pay for it. If you gonna post a post on Instagram and you gonna hype it up, i.e. Floyd, go in your pocket and pay for that fight. What is $6-7 million to Money May Floyd? What is that? Give that shit to Lamont. Buy Curmel a Happy Meal and let's rock. Let's fucking rock and roll. That's Floyd's method of promotion. I ain't really gonna promote you. I'ma just talk about you. on my social media. Other than that, what's the promotion? From the time you posted that poster to where we are now, have you opened up a dialogue with Lamont to do that fight? Did you send him a contract? Did you offer him some money? Fights don't make themselves. You know that. You know how to make a fight. And you got money, you money made. So where to fight? For Curmel Moton. Shit don't make no sense, bro. Shut up. He not gonna do nothing. He gonna let that shit die. And motherfuckers on the internet, yeah, Roach, you need to fight Curmel. Y'all fucking following ass, lame ass. See, that's why you don't go nowhere in life. Cause you are fucking stupid. You come from bad stock. Yeah, Roach, you need to fight. Why he need to fight Curmel? For what? Cause Floyd said so? Like, what the fuck are you, a robot? You stupid? I've really seen motherfuckers saying that. Yeah, yo, you need to fight Curmel. Why? Is Floyd his daddy? Is that his boss? Y'all motherfuckers, man. It couldn't be me, dog. Idol worship. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all act like because Floyd said some shit. I don't give a fuck about Floyd. Curmel Moton. You motherfuckers is gay. I seen a motherfucker say, I'm not lying neither, on Twitter. His dream is to tag team a bitch with Gervonta. That's his dream. I screenshotted the shit. I'm gonna use it in an episode of the relay. That's your dream, bro? You dream about that? You dream about seeing his fucking dick, bro. Clog it! Clog it! Yeah, motherfucker said that, real talk. His dream is to tag team a bitch with Gervonta. Fuck is... Yo, clog it! That's all I can say. Y'all some claggets. Motherfuckers is just like, yo, just be real. Y'all just want to have sex with that little guy, man. Weird ass people. Stay the fuck away from me. Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of claggets. This shit is crazy. Imagine what's wrong with a lot of y'all. I don't know. But yeah, Curmel's career is not going to go nowhere because Floyd does not seem to have the resources to do anything, really. You don't have a broadcaster. You don't have a platform. You don't regularly do shows. Clog it!
Bro, that's some of the gay shit I heard today, and I say a lot of gay shit.
Bro, that dude really said that, though. He said
that's insane, yo. You don't say that shit out loud, bro.
It's that they're getting more emboldened with their with their weird sexual proclivities and why they really watch boxing. They're just getting more bold with the shit. And they're just confirming what I thought. They're like, yo, y'all don't like boxing, y'all like men. Y'all don't like boxing.
Bro, if Gervonta ever starts an OnlyFans, bro, his shit is gonna be popping.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Gonna go run
he gonna make more from OnlyFans than he did from boxing, because then he finally be giving them what they want to see. Let's see that dick, y'all.
Maybe he can finally make like 200 mil.
He gonna go $1 million on OnlyFans, bro. Pay per view.
Maybe he can finally get. That's funny.
Oh man, that's the only way.
Some dude trying to convince me for the past 2 days that Gervonta is gonna make $200 million in this Jake fight.
Bro, these dudes is yo. I promise you this. He'll be broke in 5 years.
Guaranteed.
He will be broke in 5 years.
Well, with court costs and bail, yeah, he's gonna.
It's that money management. It's like that's something that your parents teach you. Money management, the examples that are in front of you. But money management, in the general sense, well, you have to have money to manage. Like, bro, everything I know about money, I learned from my grandmother. So yeah, I know how to manage it. I know how to get out a lot out of a little, right? But that is something that your parents teach you. That shit is just as much a skill as reading, writing, and others. Yeah, that's a skill, though. Managing your money. Whereas y'all motherfuckers, Y'all motherfuckers is just buying bullshit so that you can impress people. Like literally, like, yeah, I mean, you spending all this money on a fucking car, on this fucking bullshit ass car that's depreciated. It's like we done had this
That shit
conversation.
depreciates the moment it steps off the lot.
I'm saying spending money on a chain, spending money on a watch, like dog, you don't need all that stuff. They tell you need that stuff because you're a fucking moron and you're going to spend all your money that you made. You're going to spend it on that bullshit. When all you really
Trying to
need
keep
is
up his image.
all you really need is a nice house somewhere away from everybody. You need your gun because you know, you're a homeowner, you need a gun. You need a gun. You know what I mean? And some
Almost
dogs.
can fight, bro.
And some they can fight. They can fuck. Right?
You
They
know?
gonna fuck them. They gonna fuck them. You know what I'm saying? You need a house, you need a gun, a couple of dogs, and some sluts. And you straight. You good after that. You straight.
Jules is like Mr. Burns on The Simpsons. Release the hounds.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
saying. If you no, because if
you
you're gonna
guys-
have if you're gonna have an estate, like for example, if you're gonna have an estate or you have a big house, you got a big lawn, you need fucking dogs, bro. Yeah, you need dogs. More than one, too. Big ones. Get a fuck. You seen them mastiffs, them big shits? Get them shits, bro. Or what's that shit?
I'm
King
gonna push back.
Corsos?
Yeah,
Get them
King
shits.
Corso, yeah.
No, I have to
Oh,
push
no,
back
those
a
are
little
some
bit,
bad
Jules.
some bitches.
You said that he was going to be straight after that. Tank's never been straight a day of his life, man. You need to.
Exactly. Fuck am I trying to kid? He ain't gonna be
Who the
straight, but
fuck are you kidding?
he ain't gonna be straight, but he'll be alright. Let's say he'll be
You
alright.
be alright.
He'll be alright. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
He'll
I
be a
seen that
straight
shit.
plaggett.
Right? Flag it. But yeah, you know, because the video I did, I was talking about how Floyd basically gave everybody fake advice because he told the young guys that, oh, well, you know, you can't feed your kids belts or you can't take legacy to the bank. But that's not how your career was. You had to make the money you made. You had to fight the somebodies. You wouldn't have made that money if you just fought the Bertos of the world. You wouldn't have, bro. You had to fight the Oscar. You had to fight the Cotto, the Marquez, the Manny. You had to fucking fight the Mosley. You know what I mean? You had to fight people. So you telling these youngins, oh, don't fight for belts. Don't worry about legacy. No wonder none of them is making no fucking money. They listening to your dumb ass, and that's not even what you did. I have
Jules, that's the same dude. That's the same dude. Remember, he got a fucking contract with HBO for $2 million a fight, and he had the nerve to call that slave wages. So that tells you all you need to know about that dude.
No, bro, I
mean-
theorized that a while back that yeah, Floyd's just telling all these guys all this shit so that they don't surpass him because you know your accolades are great, but they're not gonna last, bro.
Shout out to George. Do you think tag team could work? Well, they do it kind of in Team Combat League. Basically, every fighter fights for a round, and whatever team wins more rounds is kind of like tag team
That's pretty
boxing.
cool.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. They have some decent fights. But yeah, that's the same theory I have. That I think you deliberately gave these kids bad advice so that they wouldn't be able to surpass what you did. Because no matter what, if the belts don't have any intrinsic value to you, that's not the point. The point is you made your money fighting for them belts. You did. That's why you have so many of them. Where the fuck else they came from? You fought for them. Fucking morons. Shout out to Pork Chop. Floyd gives the new generation bad advice so they don't. Yeah. Easily.
It's actually kind of dumb when you think about it, because by giving them bad advice and killing boxing, essentially, you kill your own marketability.
They're not the
Doesn't care
kind
about
of.
you
He's
after his
not.
end
He's
sport.
not the. He's not the kind of guy, and a lot of the fighters, in a very general sense, are not the kind of people that care about the state of the sport. If anything is revealing about this current Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis fight, it's that most of the fighters are sellouts. They don't give a shit about the fans at all. And I'm saying, I know you don't give a shit about us. I know that. That's why I don't give a shit about you.
Well,
Go
that's like
nigga-
when Shakur came out and said, fuck the fans on live TV.
Right?
Can
I'm
you
not
get me
sitting.
more blatant?
I'm not sitting here feeling sorry for your ass because you chose that profession. You chose that. I didn't make you do that.
Can I say something? Jules, you said it before. Like, there's very few Gennady Golovkins and Katie Taylors that actually care about the whole sport and growing it. Look at what Golovkin's doing right now.
Yeah, like you got, and the shit is, don't you notice that they're not American? I'm sorry if this puts American fighters or the American people in a negative light, but it's the truth. The heroes of the sport right now, we're not talking about the past, and that's the shit. Y'all living in the past. Yeah, Ali was a hero. He's a hero to me. Y'all motherfuckers not Ali though. Y'all just some whatever. The heroes of the sport, Gennady,
Selfish.
Usyk's
They only care
Ali.
about themselves. That's it. They're selfish.
Usyk's
Katie,
Ali.
Usyk, right? Inoue, because these are honorable people. Y'all not honorable. And look, you don't have to be, but stop expecting us to look at a piece of shit like Gervonta and say, yeah, he's special. No, he not. No, he not. Fuck out of here.
And maybe
Yo, I gotta,
hopefully it'll serve as a thing to get people to straighten up and fly right. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a theory that Muhammad Ali was reincarnated as Usyk so that people could learn to love the white man again.
I'm saying you don't think it's.
get the
I
fuck
will
outta
say,
here.
I will say, when it comes to those two guys, it is, intriguing that they both have the same birthday, right? They both have the same birthday, and they both kind of have the same drive. You know that
They got about the same dimensions and shit too, bro. They're about the same size.
Ali left no stone unturned. You know what I mean? Like he fought. Yo, it's time to go. Like he right. Yo, who the fuck is that, man?
That's fucking Drew, bro.
Motherfucker over here working on his fucking car during the live. What the fuck
changing his
is
car
wrong with
battery.
you, man? You know what I'm saying?
Changing that transmission.
Yeah. Fucking
swapped them to
rotate your
trannies.
tires. Rotate your fucking tires by yourself.
I wish that was me, dude. I wish that was me doing that noise. But you know.
You know what? I got you right now, Don. There
Switching
you
the
go.
tranny. You wish you
No,
was
no,
switching
no.
the
There you
tranny. I
go.
feel you, bro.
That could be. That's you now, Don. You see?
Oh, that's
Right?
fucked up, man.
Fucking beautiful,
Poor
right?
Don.
Oh, you're a dick.
Wish that was me, right? But yeah, Floyd give them bad advice because he's an asshole. And the people, the real role models in boxing, like there are good role models, not even the most brazen examples, but I would look at a Chris Billum Smith and say, no, that's a good guy. That's a good guy. And you look at the average American fighter and tell me that he's not an asshole. You're an asshole, bro. Like you ass. You're not gonna be on a Wheaties box because you don't belong on a Wheaties box. You're an asshole. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, so where does Curmel go, bro?
I mean, I think he's gonna get beat personally. The way that I see it, I don't know what training regimen. I don't know what. There's nothing routine. There's nothing scheduled. You're not really even boxing on a platform. He kind of just has you floating around to different shows. And I think, look, sooner or later, he's going to get caught with his pants down and he's going to get beat, especially because you don't have the dimensions for super lightweight. You're tiny up there, bro.
So when you say he gets caught with his pants down, do you think the plug will be in there?
Yeah, Gervonta's going to be the one to catch him with his pants down. Boom. But yeah, he's going to get found out because I would say the fact that you belong at 130, right? That kid belongs at 130, maybe even 126. The fact you belong down there and you are all the way up at 140, that kind of tells me that you're not doing what you need to do in between the fights. That you getting too big. Like, nah, you young and you little, so you should be at
He's
featherweight.
ballooning.
He belongs.
Right?
He belongs in a
Basically.
daycare weight class.
For real, but you up there at 140,
You know what I
somebody gonna get you. Somebody gonna get him.
Somebody needs to call his parents.
The thing is, Jules, a guy like him, if you know that he has weight issues, the best way to keep that motherfucker's weight down is to have him fight more often.
Yeah, but Floyd can't do that is the problem. Floyd, that's what I've been saying. Floyd don't have the resources to promote fighters anymore. You don't have a broadcast deal. Does Mayweather even do shows? That's a rhetorical question.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah, like what the fuck?
He don't do
Nothing.
shows. So if you don't do shows and you don't have a broadcast deal, what are you doing managing or promoting fighters? The best thing you could be for Curmel, and I don't even think it's right, is a middleman. If you act as his manager, right, then you could outsource him to Eddie and let Eddie promote him if you do it that way. But even then, you just a middleman, bro. If Eddie the one gonna be promoting him, the fuck are you here for?
Bro, he's there to promote himself, bro.
Like, look
This
at
is-
every other promotion right now. Look at Mayweather Promotions. Look how many years they've been around, and still nothing doing. Crickets. You know what I mean? Like,
because
that's
he was
crazy,
no,
bro. You
because he
should
was
be.
never because he was never a real promoter.
He doesn't know what he's
like,
doing.
Yeah. Nobody
Yeah,
Never a real
that's what I
promoter.
mean.
I
That's
know-
my point. He's not a real businessman. He's
But back from the
fucking
Facebook,
dumb, bro.
back
Mayweather's
from the
not smart.
Facebook page, I remember Jules even said they weren't a real promoter back then.
Yeah, he's not a real promoter. A real promoter, you piggybacked off of what Al was doing. You know, like it's very obvious because if Al got problems, you got problems. If Al don't got a broadcast deal, you don't got a broadcast deal. Nothing was ever stopping Floyd from going out there on his own and talking to a network and brokering a deal for his Mayweather Promotions. But you think, and I said it as a joke, you really think Floyd was sitting in a little cramped office micromanaging fighters? No, dog. He was off doing whatever he does. And Leonard was the one doing the gopher work, the grunt work. That was Leonard.
What are you talking about, Jules?
Y'all don't remember
Floyd
whenever
was
50
reading-
Cent?
Floyd was reading the P&L list, the profit and loss sheet. He was
No,
doing
y'all
all the
remember when
numbers.
50 Cent called him out saying, like, well, you know, they were beefing and shit, and he was saying something along the lines of that when Floyd went to jail or something, he asked 50 to help him out with his business, and 50 was like, "There's nothing here, bro. Like, there's no trademark, there's no LLC, like, you don't have a fucking business." And basically, 50 Cent went out and did all that shit for him.
Yeah, that background noise needs to go, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Some unk back there
Who
kicking
is
out
that?
to somebody?
I don't know.
I have no
Who is
idea.
that?
But you know what I did love today on Boxing Twitter? Everybody destroying Jalil Hackett for legacy don't go to the bank. Like, yeah, it does, motherfucker.
The shit is that's bum mentality. Look, here's the thing. I'm not trying to be fucked up when I say this either. But Jalil, legacy don't apply to you. You're not gonna have one. You're not the kind of guy. And it can sound fucked up, but I'm saying, yeah, that's not a debate that you in. For you, legacy is not a choice because you're not gonna have one. The reason you're not gonna have one is because you're not good enough. This conversation is for the fighters that are good enough to have a choice. That's what the conversation is for. And that's not,
I gotta slide out. Fuck you, country.
and that's not you. In other words, let's say you already got a loss in your 10th fight. You 9-1. You're 9-1. That tells me you don't have the ability to be in this conversation about legacy versus finance. And if you knew anything about what you were talking about, legacy and finance go hand in hand because all the guys in this sport that made vast sums of cash, they all have legacies. Roy, Oscar, Floyd, Canelo, right? Eno is making money. Eno is making money that a bantamweight, a super bantamweight, never even fucking seen before. Why?
Well, take a guy, Jules, like Vinny Pazienza. He had enough legacy, too, to where he made money, chips, and they made a fucking movie about him.
Exactly. Shout out to Domo. Al spent that man's money. That's what I think. Shout out to motherfucking George. Dream Dog Pack. Get one alibi, Central Asian Shepherd, 200 pounds. Belgium I don't know how to say that shit.
Malinois.
Belgian Malinois.
Oh, look at him, Malinois. Fucking
Malinois,
Rottweilers for garden and
Rottweilers.
first Bernard to sleep on
One
my
Saint Bernard.
couch. A Saint Bernard, yeah.
Hey, those Belgian Malinois, man. Listen, man, you got to be a person of strong character, strong will, strong mind, or they will run all those dogs. But if you train them right and you know what you're doing, man, you got a savage on your hand. Belgian Malinois,
They're police dogs. They're really good police
bro,
dogs.
they do
really
it.
are.
They
Make them
can
motherfuckers
fucking
sound
do
like
it all.
Mjolnir, bro. Like you better be.
Oh
Bro,
no,
yeah,
Jules, it's
yeah,
true.
they
They
are, they
jump.
are.
No. They
Jules,
jump
they
really
do it all.
high.
They do it all.
They
Everything.
do. Yeah, dude. They're really easy to train. They listen to commands and they jump fucking hella high, dude.
They're German Shepherds on crack, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Today's Wednesday, fellas. Can we just
And they look slightly more fit than a German Shepherd too.
Can we give Jules credit? Yo, the testosterone's really high. He's giving us a live every night this week.
Yeah, I thought about doing a nightly
Yeah, that shit
live.
threw me off.
I thought
That shit
about a
threw me off.
nightly live. I thought about doing lives nightly. It's just that boxing news is slow right now. It's a little difficult to actually do a live every night when boxing news is pretty slow right now. The schedule is dry. It's not a lot going on. But I thought about it. I'm trying it out. Like, could I do a nightly live? I'm thinking no. To be honest, like, no,
There's not a lot to talk
Yeah,
about.
but
Like, what
you're
do you do?
fucking
not right now.
You're entertaining and you're not fucking saying facts.
Well, listen. I got an idea, Jules. If you're gonna do every night, you should have Country in a little suit next to you.
Mhm.
You have a desk.
Like the Love Boat. Country, you're on here. Can you tell us in a quick word why the fuck did that D Block clown go at Coach Malachi? Because you're a moderator over there.
What happened was he got pissed off and claimed that Coach was racist because I guess Coach had called him like a taco and a burrito a couple times, but I think he was just fucking around. But he basically got really pissed off at Coach and started talking shit and called him a racist. And then he wanted people to kind of be on his side for it, I guess. And so most people weren't, but like they just didn't want to get involved.
I'm confused.
And so he just stopped talking to Coach altogether because he used to call his show a lot, but he
called every day, two times a day.
Wait. So you saying that he's mad at Coach because Coach called him a taco?
And a burrito and shit like that. He felt that Coach was being racist towards him.
Coach is racist to everybody.
It ain't even that.
Coach.
You know, listen, it ain't even that. Don't be a bitch. Call him a watermelon.
Exactly.
Well, but Coach
Oh, damn.
You know what the irony is? Hold on. Here's the irony.
I fuck with the Coach, but I'm saying that I wouldn't have been mad at him. I'd have been like, okay, bucket of chicken.
But
okay,
wow.
Okay, Obama.
Hey, check this thing out, though. Hey, here's the thing, though. Hey, Country, you know what the irony of that happening? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, while you guys are making love, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette, and you guys decide who goes on top.
Well, check it out. So Coach roasts him really bad on his show. Like he puts a picture of him up there, and like, you know, plays the Barney theme. I love you, you love me. And then I guess apparently
he did him like that.
Yeah, and then apparently D Block lost a bet at one point, so he had to get a tattoo of Tank's name on the side of his hand.
But if you remember, Country, I was always super chatting like, cut this fool's call. He just wanted to get platformed. Like he kept calling Coach's show to get a little buzz, and now he's on Twitter thinking he's platformed. I'm like, bro. Nobody that wants to listen to you talk boxing, bro.
Hey, and you know what the irony of him fucking whining about that shit is? I see his stuff all the time, man. This dude is straight biased in favor of all Latino fighters all the time. And I'm a Latino, and I even see it. I'm like, he's not objective, bro.
No, if anybody watches Coach's show, Coach is an equal opportunity offender.
I mean, I ain't got no issue with D Block.
I don't got, but no, he's just a crybaby shit.
Yeah, I mean, we're not saying we have an issue with it. You just told us what happened. We're just giving our thoughts on
okay,
Martin
Ramos says that's not the real reason. Okay, Martin, what's the real reason then? Tell me.
What's the issue with the D Block guy? Is he a Latino guy?
Yeah.
He's a Latino dude. He's from Dallas. He's pro Dallas everything, pro Texas everything, and then pro. Like I see all his posts, and he's pro Latino everything. Like if a Latino fights any other race, he's pulling for the Latino. And I'm like, you're biased, bro. He's not. He's not objective, y'all. Like
I heard him, but Alex, use your recon. Give me his address. I'm calling ICE.
But he's one of those guys.
In a few months here, I might go get him myself.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I'm thinking of applying, bro. With those fucking prices of salary and my fucking graduate degree, I might say fuck it.
$50,000 bonuses right now too.
I'm not trying to disrespect, but he's one of those guys who's trying to overcompensate because he doesn't really speak Spanish.
Thank you, brother. You could just tell it in his takes. And how much he would call Coach's show some 2-3 times a show, bro.
I've heard him before. I thought he was black.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, bro? Like, and I know.
Is that the guy that fucking used to? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, he's like D Block.
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, that's. I think
he's talking about. No, yeah.
I didn't know he was. I didn't know he was.
Nah, he's not. He's not a pro Latino guy. Nah, he's a pro tank.
He's a what?
He's a guy he's a Tanks fan.
Yeah, he's a Tank fan. But what I'm saying is also
he's a Tank fan.
He talks. He talks a lot of shit about Tank. Calls him bobblehead.
He talks shit about Tank now.
Isn't that the best bet he lost? He went for Ryan, right? He called Ryan to win that fight.
He Yeah, but he does it now. But he was a huge Tank fan before, man. Like that
Oh,
tattoo that he
okay.
has, it
Got it.
wasn't really a bet. He actually loves Tank that much. He
Fuck,
said it just as a cop out, but he loved Tank that
both
much, man.
Tank and Ryan fucking suck.
The thing is, he's
Second
one of
neck.
those guys who's, he probably saw Tank in person, and Tank never signed his
He signed his fucking
hat or something.
autograph and shit. And, what a fucking.
Yeah.
He was entertaining, but he used to call coach's show like 3 and 4 times. you
Nah,
know?
I didn't mind, and I think he just went off the rails. I think he just went crazy because I don't really think Coach said nothing wrong with it. And I understand how
Well,
Coach can
if I was him, I would have just done what Jules said. I would have just started throwing the same kind of insults right back at his ass, just to see what he would have said.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Cállate. I'm gonna tell y'all a
Yeah,
story. A long time ago, me and my mans and them, right? La misma situación. Ellos dicen, no, you're Puerto Rican. Everybody's Puerto Rican, basically, right? They was trying to play. They was being, on their racist shit. And I started bigging them up like, what's good, Rastaman? You know what I'm saying? Like if you could be racist, I could be racist too. What's good, Haitian? I started calling everybody out their shit. Give the energy you get back. Don't get mad. Getting mad is for girls. That's for getting mad is for girls.
Rastafari.
Yeah, if they giving you racist energy, give it back.
Rastaman.
Now, me personally, I don't
That's why I love
personally, I don't like if that would have been me and Coach, that'd have been some jokes because it's like, well, if I'm a fucking taco, well, then you a fucking watermelon, bro, or some neck bones or something like that's. I don't consider that racist because how is it racist to say like if you called me mango, what the fuck am I gonna do? Get mad? I do eat that shit. If you said Dominicans eat manguisa and salchichon, we do. We eat rice, beans, and chicken. I don't.
Real
I don't know.
Latinos.
I don't consider that
Hey,
racist.
fella, real Latinos don't get offended by that shit, but call us Latinx, oh, we might be fighting.
Nah, unless you
Oh yeah, dude, don't do that shit, dude.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Unless you John Leguizamo, you ain't hear that homo ass shit he said. I was mad that I played a Latino criminal because there ain't no fucking Latino criminals.
Yeah, because
Look at
Pablo
this
Escobar
fool.
was an upstanding citizen, right?
Listen, can I make your opening theme song for your show, for your nightly show?
Yeah, what's it gonna be? Sing it.
I mean, I have to just work on the theme song, but I need country to be like on the little sofa next to you. You have a desk, and then you got a band, and then you have some chick that introduces you.
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a show. Country will sit on my lap for most of the show.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Right?
Dude, I may as well be the monkey with the hurdy-gurdy box,
make
and you
it
can crank
Hey,
it. I'll
so-
put that little
so
head.
it's
Hold
just,
on.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. We'll put strings on his arms to make it look like he's a puppet.
I will pay Cornbread Mommy to like hold up ring card girls for each segment change.
No, you know what I was gonna do, Drew? I'm like this close to doing it. Because I heard she does intros, is what I heard. She's doing like a fantasy football thing, and I'm like, what does she charge for it? Because I'm not gonna give you I'm not gonna give you $150 fucking dollars for a fucking 17-second video. You see what I mean? But if it's $50, I might fuck with you. I'm not gonna give you 150. Like, no, I'm not gonna. That's beat price.
Why don't you just have country be like fucking the guy who used to be on the Price is Right? Come on down.
There you go. Shout out to Gooch. Country is Ring IQ's Ed McMahon. I ain't heard that name in so long. Y'all remember Ed McMahon?
That's legendary, bro.
I ain't heard that name in
So does that mean Jules is Johnny Carson?
Shout out to RNS1. Does Tank have a legacy then? If no, then how is he able to do a money grab fight? Because weak men have inherited the earth, in a nutshell. He is the beneficiary. He is an anomaly, RNS. I would say that he is definitely an anomaly because the way that he's benefited, you're not really going to be able to duplicate that for another fighter. A big part of what launched his career is that Floyd, when his name meant something, right, he was the one pushing him. So that off top helped that, this is Floyd's fighter. Floyd saying he's going to be the next me. That helped him. You see what I mean? But you can't do that with a lot of other guys. Ryan is a good example of why it won't work for a lot of people. Here you have a kid. He's very popular. He already has a profile. He hasn't even fucking done anything yet. But when it's time to get out there and fight, you see what happens.
Well, look at Kermit, dude. I mean, Kermit's not gaining any traction.
Did y'all see
Because
that
Floyd,
rumor?
because Floyd's name doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
None
undefeated.
shit.
Did y'all see that rumor going around? And it's really going around. That he's getting paid 200 million for the Jake Paul fight, bro.
He's not getting.
And I had to break it. I had to break it down to my
How the
friends.
fuck
Like,
is he getting paid 200
like
million?
I told
dude,
him, like,
my dude-
if Mike
What the
Tyson
fuck,
got
dude?
20,
Mike Tyson didn't even make that much money.
Keep
Mike
scrolling,
Tyson,
bro.
what
Hey,
are
just
we
keep
talking
scrolling. Just
about?
keep scrolling.
The
Just
shit
keep scrolling, bro.
you know what that shit irritates me, bro? Cause that's broke motherfuckers. Yo, I heard Gervonta getting. Yo, are you a fucking moron, dog? Like, are
and
you a fuck? Like, why would they give it this?
and
Wait,
then the comments, bro.
wait. This dude, his whole career only ever sold 1 million pay-per-views once, bro. Once. And that was 2 years ago. Why the fuck would they give him $200 million? Go ahead, undefeated.
And the comments are like, oh, man, never mind, Tank. I understand you now. Or hey, I would have done it too. And this one comment was like, do people not understand this is not a pay-per-view? This is not a pay-per-view. Mike Tyson got 20 million. How the fuck is this guy getting 200?
He's getting a flat number, and I would put the number at either 20 or 40. No more. 20 or 40. Why 20 or 40? Jake got 40. I don't think you're getting more than Jake. I don't think you're getting more than Jake. Jake is the one
Jake's the A-side.
Yeah, Jake is literally the one who's facilitating the deal. He's the one who's in bed with Netflix, and I don't think you're getting more than him. And nothing about what you get warrants more than 20 or 40 because you've only done 1 million buys once. You ain't Floyd. Yeah, if you were Floyd, I could understand. Floyd did listen, I was going through it earlier today, and I forgot how many times that fucking guy did 1 million. He did 1 million with Guerrero, bro.
God,
Guerrero. I'm like, bro, it's crazy. And you not that. You did 1 million once, and that was 2 years ago. Your last 2 fights didn't do shit. You've been on pay-per-view 7 or 8 times. You only did 1 million once. So I feel like it doesn't need to be said, like, bro, it's obvious they're not giving him 200. They're not giving him 100. Are you nuts?
And the dude's posting that? Yeah.
Y'all just making shit up, so it's okay for him to do this bitch ass shit. That's why they doing it. Oh, for 200 mil, how could he say no? More gay shit. Like, that's all that is.
What I'm saying is the dudes posting that are the same dudes that were posting the Canelo got beat up in 3 rounds of sparring with Boots and quit. Like,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah, the
man.
dude, that's a dude. Te lo voy a decir. That's a little dude. His name is Eli Too Real. Another guy who's too fucking ugly for social media. That he literally has his shit blacked out. That's how fucking ashamed of your face you are, bro. You don't even have a profile picture. You just have it blacked out. And he said earlier today, yeah, yo, I got a source. He told me Boots. I'm like, man, yo, how do you get up to do shit like this every day, dog? Do you know how fucking lame that shit is?
That is right. You did see that one. Yeah, you saw that one.
I seen it. I'm like, how you got,
that's right. I remember.
You got dudes that get up to just do bullshit on Twitter. Like, this is what you do with your day? This? Fuck is wrong with you, dog? Shout out to M.A. Bustamante. Saludos Ring. It's been a minute. Sending love. My wifey finally listened to a relay and was impressed with the creativity. 7 or 18 minutes, 2-3 stories, 2 voices. Y'all appreciate that, bro. Shit. Appreciate
you notice
that.
he didn't mention the porn sounds though.
No, they're coming back. I'm giving them a break because I want to catch y'all by surprise again. I want your grandmother to be there. I want your friends to be there.
Like that one poor guy Eric, man.
Yeah, hey, you can't set a pattern. You got to keep it unpredictable when they
exactly.
You know
like if I did it every episode, then y'all gonna know. Yeah, I can't listen to this.
Yeah, you got to keep us on our toes. Yeah,
I'm trying to get y'all in trouble out here. And yeah, like this. Bro, 200 million is an astronomical number, honestly. That's just an effort to make it seem like he's getting all this money, which will justify him ducking Lamont. It's a very obvious grift that, 200 million, how could he say no? What's the fuck?
It's not a dog if it's 200 million, you know?
Yeah, get the fuck out
Man,
of here,
bro. But they're using Floyd tactics. Remember when Floyd fought his brother, Logan Paul, they were saying like, oh no, he's gonna get 100 mil, but he ended up getting like 5 or 10 or some shit.
Well, because what Floyd made is grossly exaggerated, honestly. Floyd did make the most money in boxing. That's not exaggerated. But that's street talk. That's locker room talk that motherfuckers embellish and exaggerate what the guy actually made. Like, no, he made a lot of money, but y'all acting like he Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos. Like, nah, he didn't make that kind of money, dog. He didn't make that. You know, at the end of the day, at the very most, Floyd was an entertainer. He is not a mogul. He's not a mogul. Pork Chop said, I saw that post. Greg Hackett and Fulton gonna run with that. Of course they are, bro. Of course they are. Pork Chop said, you know, Boots are 18. Yeah, I like Greg doing the thing. I like Greg channel. He funny as shit, to be honest. He did the Mama Skull voice. But you know, he doing the thing because Boots from Philly, he from Philly. It is, you know, it is what it is. Like, okay. But you know, Boots, I don't think Boots is long for the junior middleweight division. I firmly believe this is where you're gonna get found out. Somebody gonna find you out. I just don't know who it is yet, but you're gonna get found out.
In that picture, he looked thick. No diddy, bro. That motherfucker like
Whoa.
170,
You
170.
didn't have to use that word, bro.
Okay, he
Michael
looks
siempre está con su
healthy.
pajarería.
I'm gonna forget I heard that, bro.
Siempre está viendo huevos, tigres, y poloche. El tipo está raro, man.
Está marrano el güey, bro.
Oh shit, but nah,
Y
yeah,
marrano
like,
también.
and I just don't know how a guy but I just don't know how a guy that size could get down to 47, man. And that's why I said what I said yesterday, that he gotta be doping. They're all doping. He's not 170 in that picture undefeated.
Fuck
He looks
no.
a good 180. 181. He's huge in that picture, bro. There's no way. And you was getting down to 47?
Fuck no.
Fuck out of here, B. Like, nah, that dude was Clembo, diuretic, something like, nah, I don't believe that. In an 8-week camp, you go from that to that naturally? Yeah, all right. No fucking way. But
He's not like he's not a guy who has skinny legs. He's a guy who's well built too.
Yeah, he's built well, yo. Pause.
I can't pause, coño.
You know what I'm saying? Pause.
Nothing sexual there.
But you know, the shit gonna do numbers at the end of the day. It is gonna do numbers. But I think we can all celebrate because I really do think this is it. He's not boxing after this. This is it. He's gonna end his career on this. There's no reason to come back.
Thank God.
You know, he'll come back. He'll come back, bro.
No, he won't. Or if he, this will keep him. I believe that this money will last him about 3 years because he's an idiot. He's just gonna buy bullshit. In today's world, $40 million is not really a lot of money. Not real. Like you can spend that. If you're stupid, yeah, you can spend that, and you don't know how to do any other. If you don't know how to do anything else, $40 million, and that's what I think he's getting. Maybe between 20 and 40. That's not that much money. You can spend that, and either he'll be back or he'll be in the gutter. But of one thing I'm certain, that money will not last. It won't last.
Well, something that I'm really certain is like Jay Police actually, as I told you, he's actually after Tank. You saw the video that he did, the promo?
Mm-hmm. I've seen that shit.
Yeah, I laugh, man. You can say whatever you want, man, but
No, it was funny.
creative.
It was funny. It was
He's
funny.
creative, man.
I think what makes Jake Paul so effective in what he's doing is underneath it all, he doesn't care what the boxing people think. Underneath it all, like he's not actually trying to be legitimized as a boxer. He's kind of making fun of the boxers. The more I see what he's doing,
God damn, bro,
what the hell was that?
the more I see what he's doing, he's making fun of the industry of boxing because, and I said it the other day that a lot of the angling that the boxers use is the same things he's using. He's just being extreme. That, well, y'all like to fight fighters that's smaller than y'all. I'm fighting a fucking lightweight, right? Remember that's Tank shit. You brought up Cuellar, you brought up Roach, you brought up Hector, you brought up Nunez. You bring up smaller fighters, right? Lamont. You bring up smaller fighters to fight you, and you beat them, and people act like you really did something. Well, now I'm bringing up a lightweight, and I'm dead ass. I'm bringing up a lightweight, and I'm gonna fight him, and I'm gonna act like it's some for real shit. Like I think it's a troll. That's what makes him so smart, though. That he doesn't give a fuck what people think, dog. He's counting his money, you know. So you guys are just gonna sit there and fucking breathe? You're not gonna say anything?
But I say, bro, him and his brother were self-made millionaires before he even got into boxing, bro. Like he knows how to game the system. He understands what people want, what's popping at the time. He knows what he's doing, and he's taking advantage of the state of boxing right now and the way the system works. And he's getting paid.
Didn't Logan start on Vine? Is that where he started? On
Yeah,
Vine?
him and his brother started the Vines. Yep, they were the ones who started that.
Because I remember on Vine, I remember Logan. I don't remember Jake so much, but I did remember Logan. Logan was really popular. A lot of people actually got started on Vine. A lot of people.
They're the ones that created Vine. Yeah, they created it. Yeah.
They didn't create Vine. Logan didn't create
I thought they
Vine.
made that shit.
Oh, they didn't make that shit.
They made it popular. They made it popular, but they didn't
popular. They
create it,
didn't
bro.
make it. Like,
Oh, I thought
they
they were the
was in
ones
a
that.
lab.
I thought they started the whole Vine thing.
No,
I
they
didn't know
didn't
that.
start it. They didn't start it.
But that's where they got rich from in the beginning, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that is where they got. And
like I said, the dude's a businessman. He knows what he's doing.
Why did Vine stop being popular? Because that shit was actually funny, Vine.
Same reason MySpace got unpopular. Some other shit came out. People
MySpace.
God, MySpace is gone, man. That thing.
Shit. Somebody bought it. Somebody bought MySpace.
It's not.
And then it went away.
It's not. I don't think it's gone.
Are you sure?
I think they're using it for the
Music?
way it was intended.
Yeah, it's
because
for, like, music now.
MySpace was originally intended to be something for musicians to post their music and their projects. But
He sold that though.
They
Yeah, it got sold. It got bought like 2 times, I think.
Yeah, the dude Tom, the original guy, sold it. Did y'all ever see that video of how he's living his life after selling MySpace? That shit is hard,
how much
bro.
did he sell it for?
He made it,
How
bro.
much did he sell it for?
Oh my! Was it like 500 something million or something like that?
It was a
Stupid shit
crazy
like that?
number. It was enough that
Right.
he's good. He's good for the rest of his life. And
All he does is travel the world for a year. For the rest of his life, he's just traveling all over the world, man, enjoying life. Just that's it, just chilling.
He's a photographer
yo,
now.
bro.
Is what I
Yeah,
heard.
man, he's into photography. Yep, yeah.
Yeah, I
I
mean
was
that's
like,
a
that
cool,
dude, he fucking
cool
won. bro.
fucking story when you think about it. Like, damn, dog. Like
Yeah.
he came, he made his money, he got the fuck up out of here.
580 million.
Hey, y'all remember going to high
That's
school and then you hear
insane.
girls bitching at each other about who moved out of who's top 5 and all that shit on MySpace?
No.
remember
Yeah,
that
I
shit?
remember that shit. I remember that,
That
shit.
shit was crazy.
You
Yeah,
get
it was
your
$580 million.
you get your little
Crazy.
HTML layout. You put
There you
your
go,
little
580
music
million.
in.
Shit.
You put your little music in the shit. You make it all
Yeah.
personalized. It was like this
People
is
could
the,
go through your playlist and change songs on when they look at your profile and shit. Yeah.
MySpace was the gayest social media platform on earth.
Man, that shit was, oh god. Looking back in hindsight, yeah.
You talking
It's-
about
it's-
Vine?
it's
You
like
talking
putting-
about fucking MySpace? What's the next?
No,
BlackBerry?
Vine was funny. The reason I really liked Vine as a social media platform is because I think you only had like 30 seconds to do like a bit or a skit. They were never very long Vines, 15 seconds, 30 seconds. And there was some really talented people on there that they were genuinely fucking funny. Like there was this white guy, he would narrate random people in the street. Like he would narrate like, and she saw the demon. That shit was the funniest shit in the world. So I like Vine.
The funniest one I saw was the surprise motherfucker guy who just was like, surprise motherfucker, surprise
motherfucker. Yeah, that shit.
Oh,
was
rise
funny. That shit-
motherfucker.
Yeah, that shit was funny, but MySpace, that shit was just gay, man. Get the HTML, put it in the thing. It's a whole fucking process to get a layout. And I'm like, yo, why did I go through that? All that for that bullshit? It's like vajazzling your fucking cock. Like, what's the point of all this shit?
What the fuck?
I'm just saying, like, it's like putting rhinestones on your shaft. Like,
No,
what is
but,
this for?
I don't get the analogy.
Bro,
but
I
okay.
stepped away and came
Yeah,
back
I
and then
know,
I heard
yeah,
rhinestones on your shaft. What the
You
fuck?
lost us with that one, man.
Where did
I'm
this go, bro?
I don't know. I think you're gonna have to be country's co-host.
You're talking about me using the word.
You're talking about being country's co-host.
I'm just saying
fuck
that
out of here,
I'm just saying that it was a lot of trouble. It was a lot of trouble for it was decorations basically. Like you got a page and you decorate it with all your fruity foo-foo shit. You put like a favorite song, right? You have like pictures all in the shit. Like your shit was really some girl ass shit. It was like a scrapbook.
No, man, some pages were all right. I did a Star Wars page of the Sith. So it was like complete Sith Empire.
Nah, I see what you're saying, Jules. Now you're making me feel stupid now, man. If you look at it that
I
way,
don't
yeah,
feel
that's
stupid.
something.
We all did it.
I know, but it's like you're right. If you look at it that way, that's something a chick would do. It's like scrapbooking, dog.
Yeah,
Pretty much,
I had flowers on my shit. I had, like
on your
different-
MySpace.
Yeah, I had like flowers and shit. Bro.
Yeah,
like,
he had My Little Pony all over it and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, when I
rainbows and shit.
when I got on, you said you're
Now I
going on every
understand why
day
you
now.
guys play with Dick so much.
Go ahead,
Bruh, that's what was
undefeated.
When I got on, you always saying that you're gonna go on live every night.
No, I was thinking about doing a nightly show, but it's not gonna be like this. It's not gonna be freestyling. Like if I do this, it's not gonna be freestyling. I may limit the show to about an hour and a half. We're gonna cover very specific subjects. We're gonna go around like we usually do, but it's gonna be very specific subjects based on what is out there. But the caveat that I saw is the news is kind of dry right now. We've covered a lot of the subjects. We've actually covered a lot of the fights that are coming up and what we think. So there's not a lot new out there. So I
We're
was like,
repeating a lot of shit right now.
yeah,
we're
like
repeating a
I
lot of
was
shit.
thinking about it that
Yeah.
the only way that you could do a nightly show where it doesn't get repetitive is if you cut the runtime. Because if you look at the average runtime when we're live, it's about 2 hours, on average, right? So I'm like, well, how would you do a nightly show where you don't end up repeating what you said the night before? Cut it down to an hour, maybe hour and a half.
Hey, Jules, Q's got a pretty good idea. What if you did a session, like a short session, where you take questions from the comment section of people who's not on the live?
No, what I was gonna say
and
was
then we can discuss their questions.
Undefeated,
So-
interrupt country, and then Alex interrupt undefeated.
Did we just three-way?
But that suggestion, hey, I think country should be your two-tone, bro.
Hey, get the fuck out of here, man.
He is my two-tone, bro.
Hey, country say
Mr.
tequila,
Calderon,
bro.
40 mil can buy tanks, a lot of heels, and matching purses. That is true. 40 mil does buy a lot of purses. But yeah, I am thinking about doing a nightly show. I'm gonna try to either fix this soundboard, and if I can't fix it, I'll just get another one. They don't cost that much anymore. I remember those things used to be super expensive when I was young, but they don't cost much anymore. So I'll probably buy another one. And I do want to do a formatted show. It's gonna be like this, don't get me wrong, but we're gonna stick to very specific subjects, and we're gonna go around the board. And I might cut the runtime. I don't really want to do that, but it's like, well, if you want to have a show where you don't cover the same subjects that you did the night before or the week before, you got to cut the runtime, because you're bound. If you're on for 2 hours, you're gonna run out of shit to talk about. You know?
Yeah, but then inevitably we end up like talking shit to each other and talking crazy shit. So.
That is true. That is true.
An hour and a half sounds good.
You know what I'm saying? But an hour or an hour and a half, you know, and we'll cover very specific subjects. Also trivia, because you know, like prizes and shit. I was really thinking about that. Like, if you get 3 questions right, I'll buy your pay-per-view. I'll buy a fight for you, you know, like with people in the chat. Or I'll buy or I'll buy you a Happy Meal, which is cheaper.
Yeah, I need the Happy Meal.
Is it cheaper though?
Not these days, but you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but you know what? You got to put their response on the clock. They only have so many seconds to respond because they can start Googling. They can start Googling shit.
That's what I was going to say, that for the sweepstakes, what I was thinking is, 1, you have to cam up so that I know you're not on Google. 2, I'm not going to give you the questions. You're not going to get the chance to study the questions. We're going to get into the questions that night. You have to cam up, and then if you get them all right, I'll buy you a hamburger. Like, yeah, that'll boost the subscriptions, right?
What's up?
Hey, Jules, Mr. Calderon says once a week cover movies or pop culture.
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, but we kind of stray into that.
Do that anyway.
Yeah,
we do.
Now,
I thought of mentioning that. I thought of the same idea, Drews, and I was like, "Nah, we do that already."
Another thing that you could do is like you could pick up things that like maybe an autographed pair of boxing gloves or something else, and have those as like prizes.
Oh shit!
You know?
I got an idea.
What do you want them to be? Showbiz?
Yeah, like where would I get that memorabilia from, country?
There's like different sporting stores, eBay. There's a lot of places. There's a Hawaiian store in town here, and they actually got a pair of kids' boxing gloves autographed by Sugar Ray Robinson.
Yeah.
How much do they cost?
Damn.
Like about $70.
And I'm gonna give them away for what?
That's your decision. I don't know.
Hey, Jules, I got an idea that'll keep. Hey, I got an idea for a nightly show, man. This would probably work. So how about this, man? You posted out early. All right, y'all. This is the fight. This is the one we're gonna do the talks. And what it'll be is we'll take close fights from boxing history that were close and controversial. We'll all watch it together at the same time and see if we feel different about the first time we saw it.
You know that
and we talk about
could
it.
do. You know that we could do that.
Yeah.
We could do that. Like we could
everybody can.
we could live score. We could live score Golovkin versus Canelo.
Damn, I was about to say that shit.
Or
Morales Barrera fight. Morales Barrera fight.
Haney Loma.
Yeah.
I think that'll carry us a whole night right there.
Yo,
bro.
here's
That's
the other thing. I haven't been on ESPN lately. Do they still have their Top Rank archived footage, or is all of that gone?
They haven't been showing it lately.
No, I mean, like, if you wanted to see an old Top Rank fight, because remember, Haney versus Loma was a pay-per-view. I haven't been on the app lately. Would you go to ESPN to see it, or is it just, no, it's gone?
I think you go there and see it. But I got rid of my ESPN Plus, though.
I would think it would be here on YouTube before,
But that's what YouTube's for, man. YouTube will find all those fights. Fuck it.
Yeah, I guess if you want Top Ranks YouTube, that's what I was getting at. That if you wanted to find the Top Rank fights that were shown on ESPN, would you still go to the app? But no, you would probably just go to YouTube because they would be there. That makes sense. Yeah.
Because think about it, all the fights we're gonna watch, that we're gonna entertain, and we're gonna fuck with, they're gonna be so far in the past that you're gonna find a full clip, very clean footage. Now, if it was a pay-per-view fight from a week ago, we might struggle to find a good.
Yeah, we'll struggle with that. But if you're talking about like Golovkin, Canelo, I'm pretty sure we can find that
Jules,
shit on.
now here you go, and this was something you were talking about before, man. Start getting those T-shirts made that you want in different designs.
No, I know, country, but it's that's time consuming. I need someone else to do because that's time consuming. Doing T-shirts. You gotta distance through the bullshit. I got the money to do it, but I need somebody else to do it because I don't have time to do that.
Jules is gonna put on his first T-shirt. I will gladly debate IQ on Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Well, no.
HBO Boxing has.
What I'm saying is, we need to come up with the designs, and then you can hire a shirt maker to make them.
Well, I know how to design them. Like I literally have designs archived in my phone for. Like I have one with the Mexican colors, Ring IQ. Honestly, the shit looks mean. Like I do want to do it. It's just that it's time consuming is the problem. That shit takes time. Usually I've never seen a situation where it was the content creator also simultaneously doing the merch. They usually get someone else, a family member or the wife. Well, my wife's too fucking busy to do that. To do the merch they do the hats, the T-shirts, and all the bullshit. Because I need somebody. I should get my daughter to do that. She's getting old enough. I should get her to.
You should have Jerry Soriano do them.
Yo, is he okay? Like, where is he, bro? He ain't even been on the Boxing Voice.
Faded off into existence, man. Who knows?
You should make a graphic of boxing gloves, a mic, and a pack of smokes. Call it Ring IQ or something.
The way I did it,
well, no, there's got to be a coffee cup in there too.
It's the way I did it. It's the logo. Like honestly, the shit looks mean. Like I would literally wear it because I know how to draw. I know how to do shit. And I did the Mexican flag just because I knew, bro, a lot of people that watch this channel are Mexican boxing fans, so I got to make a shirt for them. And I made the shit, and I'm like, the shit. I'll show y'all the shit. The shit looks mean, dog. Like it's nice. But I also want quality materials. I don't want to sell people garbage. You know what I mean? Right. I want it to be a good T-shirt. Like I don't want to just sell. I'm talking about the way that it's made. The design is fine, but the way that it's made. Because like this shit, for example, this Gap bullshit. This will last. I've washed this 2 times, and it doesn't get faded. The letters don't get all fucked up. So I need to find out how do you make something with this? Because I've seen the other ways that people make it, and it peels. It gets old really quickly.
It cracks.
Yeah, like I don't want to sell people bullshit. You know what I mean?
Check it out. Why don't you? I know you got your own designs and everything, right? But why don't you let some of us throw you some ideas about that and see if you like any of them?
Because fuck your ideas. That's why.
Hey, Gildan. Hey, Jules, the Gildan brand. Gildan, they're not expensive, man, and the quality of the cloth is awesome.
Say it again. Say it again, Alex. Say it again, Alex.
So most people who first start selling merch, like all my friends who do it on Instagram, actually the church I go to, like Gildan, Gildan. You get a lot of shirts for your money, man, and the quality is like really good. Like you wash them, they don't shrink. The printing isn't fading.
Gildan, again, bro. Spell it.
Gildan. It's literally spelled Gildan.
Y'all gotta stop talking at the same time. Go ahead, Alex.
Gildan.
D-A-N.
Gildan.
Okay. Is this a
And,
.com?
No, just that's the name. That's the name of the company.
Okay.
That makes the shirts.
I got it.
They make the shirts.
Shout out to Don Juan. Live score of De La Hoya versus Cordy, Duran versus Iran Barkley, Barrera versus Morales 1, Evander versus Bo.
Q says do a monthly show where Country reads off the names of people who died that month.
Not right now. I'm trying to find out who's it right now. Who is that?
Yeah, stop doing stuff.
Who the fuck's making Chinese food?
I don't know who's doing all that. Shout out to Don Juan. Right. Who you got, bro? He caught me with that last part.
Good job. Go back to the classics.
But yeah, I am thinking about formatting it just because the reason we run through the news so quickly is because we're on for so long that we can cover it all fairly quickly because we're on for about 2 hours, you know? So yeah. I might cut the runtime short, format it. I'll bring back the soundboard. I don't really want to do interviews though. I thought about that because there's a lot of money in interviews. There really is a lot of money in interviews, but I don't want to talk to these.
Do you really want to be kissing ass to like fighters?
Yeah, like I don't want to talk to these pricks, man. Like, nah, I don't give a fuck.
And
like,
by the way, man, don't be afraid of our ideas, okay?
No, I just said that to be rude, Country. I didn't mean it. Maybe I'll interview the females again just because I'm more interested in their stories because they don't get interviewed as much. That if you interview Shakur, you know what he's gonna say, right? If you interview if you interview any one of these guys, you know what it's going to be about and you know what they're going to say. Whereas the girls, they don't really get interviewed that much. So I might go back to doing that just because.
Dude, you know what would be dope?
Hang on. El Caesar has a great idea. You should take a look at who you should interview now.
Interview Showbiz.
No. The one above it. Yosoyo says on National Canada Day, drop a limited edition T-shirt of Michael Stop Effing Hating.
Yeah, I have a picture of him too, so I could put it on the T-shirt. That'd be bugged out if that shit take off. Motherfuckers walk around with Michael face on their shirt.
That shit would be hilarious.
That could be some shit, dog.
Jules, you know what would be dope if you did do?
Damn, Al got him.
Man, Al
got him. Oh yeah, PBC got him.
Hey, that's another shirt, bro.
That would be kind of funny.
That's another shirt, bro.
That could be a T-shirt. If I draw Al Heyman like a Phantom and shit like that, like a dead body.
Like Phantom of the Opera? What the
fuck? Al, and that'll be on the shit. Al got him. You know what I'm saying? That'll be.
Yeah, that's where career. That's where career. Hey, that's where careers go to die, bro.
For real, yo.
And microphones,
graveyard.
For real. But
so PBC stands for post boxing career.
You know what I'm saying?
That has a ring
another
to
one.
it. So I was thinking about
Ecuadorian
that.
Sasquatch T-shirts. There we go.
Yeah. But I was thinking about that. These are not changes that I'm going to implement immediately, though. I'm thinking about them for the new year, or at least towards the end. Exactly, like towards the end of the year, because I don't want to do it all at once. But definitely for the lives, and I might consider. If I do, because I don't really want to, like I said, I don't really want to talk to these assholes, to be honest. I know what they're going to say. But I might go back to interviewing the broads. I might do that just because, well, they don't get interviewed that much, to be honest. The younger ones that are good, that they're coming through, but they have no exposure. That's why I was doing it in the first place, just because, well, nobody interviews them. They don't have any.
I was wondering why you haven't in a while. I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking about that.
Well, because of the scheduling is the main thing. That the scheduling is kind of a pain in the ass. That if you're talking about a fighter that's somewhere in the UK, right, and the ideal time for the interview is, say, 3 p.m., well, I get my son at that time, so I can't do that. And it was hard to coordinate between Aussies and Brits, you know what I mean? But I might go back to doing it, like I said.
Jules, have you thought about trying to get a promoter for an interview, like Eddie, or maybe one of them guys or something, or Bob?
I mean, I would try to get Eddie. I would try to get that guy, and I know a way to get him. Someone I can ask to get him on. I know, but what are you gonna ask him? What are you gonna ask him?
Well, that
Just don't ask him if he's fucking Sky Nicholson.
I'm not gonna ask him that. I'm not gonna
No,
ask him that.
I said don't ask
But-
him that.
Not gonna ask him that, but it's like you want to get him on, and you know the guy doesn't have a lot of time. If you look at a lot of the interviews that he does, he uses them as a promotional engine to talk about the fighters or the fights that are coming up. Usually that's how the interviews with him go. So it's like, well, why interview Eddie for the same kind of interview that's on IFL? And this is why I don't. This is why I don't want to interview these guys. They get interviewed so much. What is there to ask them? Well,
Yeah,
Shakur,
I'll
you want to
ask
fight?
him about Oscar and shit.
Shakur, you wanna fight Gervonta? Yes, for the 100th fucking time. Yes. You know, I'm like, what are you gonna ask him? Whereas the only reason I did interviews before was because nobody really interviewed the broads. Might as well interview them. It'll be fresh. It'll be new.
Q came up with a good one. He goes, imagine going to the gym and seeing someone wearing a "Whose mic is that?" T-shirt.
Bro, that'd be bogged out. That would be bogged
Hey,
out.
that's what I was about to say. You could do unless y'all covered this while I was away. T-shirts with famous Jules expressions. Like you could have one that says "Shut the fuck up, country." You know what I mean?
Yeah. We could
or
do
you
that.
can have one that says "The shit is," and you can make it one word. The shit is. You know what I
The
mean?
shit
Like,
is.
We'll get
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
The shit is.
That'll be.
Bro.
I'll feel weird if somebody walk around my face on a fucking t-shirt.
No, not your face. No. Look on the front, a little thing, upper left chest says the relay, and on the back, the shit is.
Now
Boom, that's it.
a pink shirt, hashtag Clag it.
Yeah.
Don't do that. The boxer might see you.
You know what I'm saying? I might make a caricature of myself because I know how to do that. I'll do a caricature of myself. I don't want people walking around my fucking face on a t-shirt, but a caricature will work.
Could you imagine Rolly wearing a Ring IQ T-shirt?
No, I cannot, and I don't want to. So don't fucking no. No, I cannot. Fuck out of here. But yeah, man. Do some changes, might do some interviews, maybe we'll see, because boxing is kind of dry. It is gonna pick up next month though. That's the saving grace. That once
Did somebody flush the fucking toilet or something?
that was Don. That was Don. And now Don is backstage. Right? That was Don. Don doing that shit. But fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Right, next month. No, next month is gonna pick up though, is the thing that from once September gets here, from September, October to November to December, it's gonna actually get busy in terms of fights and all the shit that's going on. Shout out to Don Juan. Jules t-shirts that say, "What about David Benavidez? Michael don't eat ass. Shut the fuck up, country." Chris, that could work, man. That could work.
Chris with the fucked up mic.
Nah, it's gonna be fucking. It's not even gonna be Chris no more. Chris has a good mic. It's gonna be fucking Drew with the fucked up mic, bro.
Nah, you should make one that says "Drew, get out of the wind tunnel, asshole."
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Who's always in a fucking wind tunnel, bro? Who's in the public restroom? That was Don, bro. That was Don. Yeah.
There he
We'll
goes
see.
again.
He's taking a shit. Taking a
Smoke
shit.
break. That's another good T-shirt you can do.
Speaking of smoke breaks, I'll be right back after these commercial messages.
Gary King Frog.
There's a lot of good ideas though, man, for nightly
Hold the
relays,
fort
y'all. A
down
lot of good
while I
ideas.
Take a shit, yo, T-shirt.
Ah,
For the love
damn.
of God, bro.
Someone
What are you
dropped the
doing?
load.
Plumbing your
Do people
toilet,
not
man?
understand
Come
how-
on, man. Cut that shit out.
Do people not
Somebody's
understand
fucking unclogging their toilet. What the fuck?
He's got the plunger out and everything.
Now, everyone, this is called a microphone, and it's designed to pick up noise. So when you flush the toilet, we can fucking hear you. Mute your shit. This has been a PSA.
Do you guys remember that sound that the sound of you see the cartoon, some Jerry, the Bugs Bunny, that the sound that made when someone is falling up the stairs or something like that?
Wait, what? Falling off what?
Falling up the stairs?
Oh, falling down the stairs?
Falling down the stairs, but
Oh,
making
okay.
so much fucking noise. And because I don't know how to describe it because it's a bunch of fucking sounds that were recorded some long
Yeah,
time
it
ago.
sounds like a bunch of shit's being like thrown all over the place,
Yeah, at
like
this point,
pots and pans and like fucking yeah.
at this point, I'm hoping to hear that shit. Like someone is gonna play that shit.
Well, somebody was playing fucking 007 in the Pink Panther the other day. That shit was pretty funny.
It was.
God, it is slow though. Like, what else is there to talk about? At least boxing wise, nothing.
Actually, I was gonna bring it up to Jules. I mean, they just put it up on the boxing schedule that I saw yesterday. That fucking Cuban dude that is fighting for Eye of the Tiger, Iglesias, he's fighting Shishkin next week.
That could be something, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fight that nobody like really has brought up. So
It's a fight at least. Like,
yeah,
it is a Cuban though. So
I have a conversation topic. Let's talk next year. Who is gonna be the fighters that are going to retire? Like I'm talking about the well-known guys.
That are gonna retire.
Yeah,
Usyk, Crawford.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, here's one that could happen if Inoue loses to Junto. I could see him possibly retiring.
He's 32, right? Around there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got like 1 or 2 more years.
He said in an interview a few years ago he wanted to stop at 35. So I don't know if he would quit if he was to lose to Junto.
Okay. Do you think Joshua retires next
That's
year?
the Manny Pacquiao.
Fucking Manny's 46 years old, still trying to fight. That's fucking insane.
Manny's gonna die in the ring.
Yeah.
Yo.
I've accepted it and I hate it, but like, dude, get out.
Exactly. I thought he would have been smart enough to take care of all those millions of dollars he made, but apparently not.
He spent them buying votes. I mean, building houses for the people.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, yeah. Building, being a philanthropist. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Well, actually, you know what's funny, Leo? I have a story about fucking Manny that is kind of funny, but it's also like kind of sad though too, like that he didn't do nothing. One of my buddies used to be his sparring partner back in the day when he was right when he was getting ready to fight Eric Morales in the third fight. He was his sparring partner. He was part of that camp. He told me that Manny used to let like Filipinos from like his hometown or whatever, like they would come and talk to him and ask them to give him jobs, like to be part of his team and all that. Well, apparently he hired this husband and wife to be like his accountants or some shit. And, Manny wasn't really paying attention for a couple of years to like what was going on with his finances. And then eventually, I guess somebody brought it to his attention and like he found out right before that last fight against Eric Morales, he found out that this fucking husband and wife had stolen like $300,000 from him. And like people apparently around him were trying to tell him like, oh, you should, press charges and get them prosecuted. And apparently fucking Manny, all he did was like talk to them. They begged for his forgiveness. He forgave them. And he never bothered to do anything about them stealing the money. And I was like, that is insane. You would let somebody steal money from you like that.
Yeah, but I kind of get it with Manny that he knows that they come from nothing because he came from nothing. What is $300,000 to Manny Pacquiao? He was probably making a whole fuck ton of money at that time. So he let him rock. I don't think it's the right thing to do because it just leaves the door open for more.
Yeah.
People. It leaves I think Michael Conks. Remember Michael Conks? He used to be his manager. And shit.
Yeah.
He got rid of him. And
Yeah.
It's like if you do shit like that, you're just making it easier for people to take advantage of you. You know.
And but you know what else,
Yeah.
dude? Like decisions like that, like are often based, heavily in their culture. on how they view situations like that
It's
because
just
of their
that
culture.
what
You know what I
does
mean?
it's just that what does it profit you? You know, I know what he's thinking. That what do I get out of putting them in jail? Right? They need that $300,000 more than me.
Did he let him go after that?
He let him go.
Well,
He didn't
he
do
never
nothing.
prosecuted him, bro. He didn't do anything.
No, did he
He never
fire him though?
pressed charges. No, he did.
No,
He did. Like they
Oh, okay,
couldn't.
okay.
They couldn't work for him. But he, yeah, it was crazy. He just never pressed charges. I was
What
like,
year was this?
wow.
He
Like
probably just washed his hands with
07.
him. He just
No,
washed
that
his hands
was
with him.
that's crazy because that when he was fucking these bitches and drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
He should have knocked that motherfucker out.
I get it, but it's more like, yo, if I get this husband and this wife locked up, what do I get out of that? Right? Like they need that 300 G's more than me. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make
Yeah,
more than that.
Then they're gonna have foster kids. Then their kids going to the foster home.
I would have told him, listen, let me fuck your wife a couple of times a year.
Bro, they're probably mad older. They're probably old and shit.
Nah, I mean,
Yeah, but
Don't tell
Nah,
Jinky.
man,
What
yeah,
you're
when you call him a
describing-
jinky, like that's
that what you're describing to me, that story sounds like a religious man.
Yeah.
Religious men often do that kind of shit.
Yeah. I can't see Manny being vindictive or full of malice to say, like, yeah, I know that this husband and wife, they're fucking broke. Like, let's be real. They don't got no money. That's why they stealing. What does it profit me to get them both arrested for some money that I'm gonna make back in a jiffy? I'm 300,000, especially
And
back
look
then.
at-
$300,000 wasn't nothing to Manny back then.
And look at how he carried himself his whole career, man. Like that motherfucker's one of the nicest dudes. Not think about it. He's one of the nicest motherfuckers in boxing ever.
He's
Just
just
a
really
nice guy.
bad. He's just really bad with money is the thing. Like he's really bad with money, you know. Because I heard who else? Not just Michael Conks. After Michael Conks was out of the picture, and he's in bed with Paradigm, I think it was. Remember the Conor McGregor people when they was trying to I think they were talking
Oh
about.
yeah. Well, actually, before that, Jules, that dude Muhammad was ripping him off.
Yeah, there were 3 separate situations that I know of. I didn't even know about the husband and wife, but there were 2 to 3 others where guys were stealing from Manny and shit. And he had to fire them and get rid of them, and the Paradigm lawsuit, that was a part of it because they were trying to negotiate a Mikey Garcia fight, and the reason it didn't happen was because Paradigm kept fucking with the money. They was trying to basically steal money from Manny or something like that. At least that's what he said, and I believe it because that's what people do with Manny. They steal his fucking money. It's fucked up, but yeah, that's what they do.
So were they trying to skim money off the top?
Yeah, that's why the fight didn't happen. He was gonna take the fight with Mikey. It was gonna be on DAZN. Remember, this is when DAZN is throwing ridiculous money at people. He had already beat Keith Thurman, and he was gonna go to DAZN to box Mikey Garcia. But the reason, at least on his side, they said was the number kept changing, the number that he was supposed to make from the fight, and it looked like it's because Paradigm is skimming money off the top. They keep cutting into your profits for the fight, so he didn't take it. And then they tried to sue him for not taking the fight, and it's that's a frivolous law. They tried to sue him for not taking the fight, like that's a frivolous lawsuit. He doesn't have to commit to that fight just because you were going to make money. That was really what their case was. We didn't get to make money because he didn't commit to the fight. Well, he doesn't fucking have to commit to the fucking fight. It's up to him if he want to fight Mikey.
We didn't get to make money because we couldn't rip him off enough.
Basic. Fucking welcome to fucking boxing, bro. Motherfucker will sue you for not letting you steal from him.
But the Ali Act.
Wow.
Fucking Ali Act, man. Oh, that
I was
bullshit.
I was
Man, I
watching
would
the interview with Chavez and Barrera. I don't know if you've seen it. And he was saying that he lost a lot of money with Don King. And he was like, because I was stupid.
Join the club.
He was like, I lost a lot of money with Don because I was stupid. Don would be like, hey, I'm gonna pay you 7-8 million, and then he'll be like, okay, that's cool. And he's like, well, it's gonna be pay-per-view. And Chavez would be like, nah, you know what? I'll take the 7-8, you keep the rest. And he would let him keep the pay-per-view money. Like, yo.
No.
Look at it. It's on YouTube, bro. It's like, yo,
Wait, what? Chavez actually said that, bro? Because
yeah, he said it. He said it with the Marco Antonio Barrera interview.
oh, and then un round
Yeah.
más. Oh,
yeah.
Whoa.
It's a clip, bro.
Crazy.
And he was like, yeah. He was like,
Like, nah, I'll keep the
Crazy.
7-8. You keep the rest. I was like,
That's
oh, fuck.
crazy. But that's really what boxing is like. If it was just the people in boxing doing their jobs, no shady shit, right? The manager's really there to read through a contract for you to make sure you're not getting fucked. That's really what the role of a manager. That and a lower level of promotion to where if you're doing radio shows or podcasts, right, appearances, right, guest signings, fan Q&As, your manager is going to do all that, right? That's what the manager is really for. The problem is if the manager and the promoter are in bed with each other, right, you end up getting fucked. That's how Rolly ended up turning down that Ryan Garcia fight the first time. They're like, yeah, like, how could y'all turn that down so he could fight Isaac on the undercard? He ain't gonna make the money with Isaac that y'all just turned down. Who does that benefit? Well, that benefits y'all because the manager's getting kickbacks to keep the fighter on the platform, and the promoter doesn't want the talent to float away. And that's really what boxing is now. Like, it's really just managers and promoters fucking fighters. But a lot of that is in America. A lot of that. I'm not gonna say nobody got fucked in the UK because people got fucked, but they're a little bit more on the straight and narrow now than before. Whereas America now, it's still fighters getting fucked out here.
Well, I was
Still.
gonna say, Jules, the number one fucking dudes is Frank Warren. He's gotten sued by guys left and right.
Yeah, but his record in the courts, bro, that dude win them cases. Like, yeah, you could take him to court, but you ain't gonna win. That dude, he got he got 11-0 in the courts, I think it is, or some shit like that. Like, he good. He got some lawyers on him, but I just don't think it's as bad over there as it still is over here. Because fighters still get fucked over here. Look at Michael Hunter. He was gonna make a big Saudi bag. Don fucked all that up, basically with that cease and desist letter. So he could fight fucking Pulev
For no money.
For no money, bro. Like, that's
He's
like,
probably gonna get like $200 and a couple bags of peanuts for that shit.
because here's the shit. The bid that he won was $1 million, right? The purse bid that Don won. But you know how it works. Most of that mill is gonna go to Pulev because he the regular champ. Most of that gonna go to Pulev. So you really gonna stop him from getting that money with Turkey so he could fight fucking Pulev, bro?
It's the way it's cool to you.
That's
Shit is
pretty
fucked
bad,
up,
man.
That's fucked up. Like, it don't benefit him at all because it's like it's really what Ignacio said. He probably only gonna get like $200,000 out of that, 250 out of the $1 million. The rest of that gotta go to Pulev.
I mean, why do you think
That's
I never get
fucking-
excited whenever Michael Hunter's name gets brought up? Like, bro,
That's
you ain't gonna
fuck-
do anything. You ain't gonna fight nobody.
You ain't gonna do shit.
Yo, Jules, did you ever see the story that the Klitschko's told about Don King? That shit was fucking hilarious.
What they say?
They interviewed Klitschko. I forgot what it was that I saw it on, but they actually said, like, I guess right when I think it might have been Vladimir, I think was the one that was telling the story. It was right after he got out of the Olympics and he was about to turn pro. He was like meeting with different promoters, and Don King was one of them. Don King like flew him and Vitaly out to his house in Florida, and like, you know, had them fucking, you know, staying at his crib, and you know, he was doing all that shit. He rolled out the red carpet for them because he wanted to sign Vladimir. Vladimir was talking about how like Don King sat down in front of a grand piano and like proceeded to start playing, I think it was like Mozart or some classical music or whatever, right? And the Klitschkos are watching him play, and they're like, whoa, like, what the fuck? This guy can play the piano? Like, holy shit. Like, they were just completely like flabbergasted, and they were impressed that Don King knew how to play classical music. Well, someone in Don King's house, I think, ended up telling Vladimir, he's like, hey, he's like, don't say who told you, or don't say like how you found out. But apparently Don King had something rigged on the piano where he just made it look like he was playing that shit. And it was some shit.
No, listen, he had Chavez in the piano. It was fucking Chavez playing the piano on the fucking Chavez.
Yeah, everybody, y'all should watch that Marco Antonio Barrera interview because he talks about his fight with Roger. He talks about his friendship with Mike Tyson and why they're real cool. he was talking about how Mike was he was doing bad with his money, and he was like, "Yo le compré." He bought two cars from him. He's like, un Rolls Royce and a Maybach for
Mhm.
like 2 mil or something like that. And he's like, "That's why Mike, Mike loves me." And it's a real good interview, real good
I'll
interview.
yeah, I'll say that's none of the fighters have money management skills, bro. That's why I hate to see the narrative that you shouldn't fight for legacy because you're gonna go broke. You're not gonna go broke because you fought for legacy. You're gonna go broke because you bought a bunch of stupid shit. That's why you're gonna go broke. That's why every time I see that garage that Floyd shows with those same fucking cars, most people don't look at that through the lens that I do. That look at all that wasted money. You bought all these fucking cars that are not worth anything, and these are literally the same cars from 7, 8.
2013.
No, verdad, it's the same cars, bro. And why are they sitting there? They're not worth anything, bro. They're not worth
Bro,
nothing.
I remember
Well,
he bought that $18 million watch.
you
Yo,
would think that it would occur to these boxers to hire, like, an accountant, but they don't.
No, they they hire an accountant, but you know what the accountant does? The accountant ends up stealing money. They do hire, they'll hire an accountant, and because the accountant knows, well, you're a fucking moron, I could steal $5 million right now from you, and you wouldn't know. The real, I think it behooves the fighters to honestly keep everything in the family, and even then, family might steal from you.
Yeah, even then, there's been stories of that happening.
Yeah,
I heard of Keyshawn's mama.
like hiring an accountant is really not a fail-safe because the moment the accountant realizes, God, this guy is not financially literate, he's going to steal all kinds of money. He or she, depending on who the accountant is. The fail-safe would have to be people that you know and people that you trust, and you know this world. Even that is not a fail-safe, but it might be better than hiring an accountant. It might be. That's saying that if okay, you're a fighter. You got a little brother, a little sister, or somebody in your life, they don't got a lot going on. Yo, I will pay for you to go to accounting school. I will pay for you. And then I will pay you to be my accountant. That would be the ideal setup. You know what I mean? Because if you hiring an outside accountant, they'll steal from you too. It really is like Rocky 5 where the accountant stole all the money, then wasted it on bad investments. Like, yo, that's real. That shit happens more often than you think. You know what I mean?
You know who's actually really smart in a way because he's really good friends with him right at this point is Bud, because he's friends with what that old guy.
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett, yeah.
I think Bud, if he's not financially literate, I think he might be. If he's not financially literate, somebody over there is. Maybe it's Bo Mack, somebody that he trusts, because he's doing good. Like, yo, he got a lot of money, and you don't see him buying a lot of bullshit. What you do hear him buying are properties, which is like, yeah, that's something that exactly like why buy the Maybach? This time, 5 years from now, it's not worth anything, dog. It doesn't gain you anything. It's just eye candy. Why buy the $18 million watch like Floyd? You're not going to sell it back to anybody for $18 million. You know that, right? You buy that piece of shit. It's just a piece of shit.
Do you remember the Shannon Sharp interview? And he was like, "What are you driving? A pickup?" He's like, "Yeah, that's what I drive, a pickup."
Who was that in that interview?
Shannon Sharp and Bud.
That was, you sure that wasn't Ocho Cinco?
No, that was Bud. Bro. That was Bud.
He did interview Bud, Jules.
Yeah. No, yeah, a month ago. You're right. I seen it. A month ago.
No, but Ocho Cinco actually, Jules, is one of the most intelligent NFL players ever. That dude made like 60 or 70 mil in his career, and that dude literally said that he doesn't go out to fancy restaurants. He doesn't wear no fucking expensive jewelry. He doesn't buy expensive clothes. Like, he literally lives like he's a middle class dude, and he's worth $60 to $70 million. It's crazy.
I've seen the interviews with him where he said that a lot of the jewelry.
You see the ones about Gronk? You see Gronk? Gronk, his whole football career, Jules, he never spent a single NFL paycheck. When he retired, he had all his NFL checks saved up. He took all his sponsorship money. commercials, all that, and use that to pay for everything his whole career. So he retired with every single NFL paycheck still in the bank.
Yeah, like I remember Ocho Cinco said that he would wear fake jewelry because the bitches ain't gonna know. All they know is that he's Ocho Cinco. So I mean,
he did say that.
and it was like, and he said he would rent the cars that he had. He wouldn't buy them. And it's like, yeah, honestly, like that would be the way to go. Whatever fucking car, whatever toy you get, it's not gonna be worth nothing 2, 3, 4, 5 years from
He
now.
was on a podcast, right? When he's talking about that shit.
Yeah,
On a
that's what I
podcast?
seen it on the podcast. It was like, why buy it? Why? If you could rent it, just rent it.
An important part of being financial illiterate is you like to waste money, but at the same time you are cheap with things that you're not supposed to be cheap. For example, if you have a car, you have to have a good insurance, a good medical insurance, and if you have a lot of money, yeah, you need to contract good lawyers. You need to contract a good accountant firm. It's not just about the wasting. It's about relying on because those motherfuckers think, no, I'm not gonna go to this big firm it doesn't really have those motivations to rob me, because a big firm in New York is not gonna take away from you $1 or $2 million because those motherfuckers are making how much?
Exactly.
100, 200 million dollars every year. So no. But
son muerto de hambre. They don't. They're not gonna rob you. They don't have to rob you. They're not those kinds of people. It's not that kind of business. Yeah.
So they go to the little guy that you know nothing about. That probably already has out on counter the law for those kind of things. But you are not gonna know because you don't supposed to know those kind of things. When an accountant let's say he got sued. How you're gonna know that shit if you are not in the media? No, you're not gonna know.
Exactly. You hire a guy. Exactly. If there's not a Carfax that you could go to that shows how many fucking people he stole money from. It's too easy. It's too easy to scam athletes, but it's also because it's not taught. Money management, literally, it's not taught, dog. You got young people that end up making vast sums of cash, and they burn through it because they really you're not always going to make this kind of money, right? You're not. One day,
Devin and Bill Haney.
No. The prime example here is Allen Iverson. That motherfucker made buku money, and then if it wasn't for his deal with Reebok when he was the basketball player associated with Reebok, they set a thing aside for him. And once he hit a certain age, he had $50 million waiting for him. If not for that, he'd be broke. He'd be poor.
Yeah, because Allen Iverson used to fucking go on road trips, never carry his own luggage or his own clothes. He would buy clothes in whatever city they were in, wear them once, and then fucking leave them there in the hotel room. That's how fucking ridiculous that dude was.
The shit people do when they get money is nuts. Like, yo, dog, you could be set up for life. You're already seeing more money than most people are ever going to see in their entire lifetime. So there's no reason for you to go broke. And yet, athlete after athlete, boxer after boxer, football player after football player, basketball, all the same. They all end up broke. But look at what you're doing. Money management is a skill. And the worst thing is, it's not hard to understand. It's just a lot of motherfuckers is stupid. Like, yeah, you just dumb, dog. That is dumb. I'm never going to wear the same clothes twice. Who the fuck are you, bro? Ramses? That's ridiculous, bro.
Jules, you know who actually is a smart dude with his money? Fucking J. Rock Williams. That dude actually bought a bunch of different properties all in Philadelphia, refurbished them, rebuilt them, and now he's like the landlord and rents some shits out. So he's never going to have to worry about where his next meal's coming from.
Exactly. I heard Danny Garcia did that too. He does real estate and shit like that. It's like, yeah, you got to make the money work at the end of the day. I know it's a cliche, but you do have to make the money work, because if the money's not working, you're just going to spend it, bro, on some bullshit.
You know what's really optimum in that, though, is you get one of those small apartment buildings that has about 4 to 6 units.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maintain it, and you rent all them out. Oh, dude, you rake in the dough on
You'll
that.
be rolling in it if you buy a couple of brownstones in Manhattan or a couple of houses or something like. Yeah, you have to find a way to make the money work, because if the money's not working, guess what? It's gonna go away, dog. If the taxes don't take it away, you're gonna spend it on some bullshit. Got to make the money work while you're making money at that.
But here's the thing: like we're talking about this, these guys, we're asking them for money management or for some stock portfolio. These dudes don't understand if you keep them in a savings account, you'll make 2% back every year. Like that.
Exactly.
They don't even know that.
Exactly. Like you don't got to be fucking Warren Buffett. It's simple. Don't buy bullshit. You can rent the car, you can rent the fucking car, bro. It doesn't pay to own it. Honestly, it doesn't. The Lambo, the Maybach, it don't pay to own that motherfucker, dog. You just wasted a bunch of money. And this time next year, it'll be fucking worth less than now. So why are you buying it?
I saw a video that somebody had put 2.7 million in the bank, and the interest was like 150,000 a year. If you can't live off 150,000 a year, bro,
shit, I can live
something's
easy off
wrong.
that.
Shit, boy, I wouldn't work a day in my
Well,
life.
bro, it's like those people that win the lottery. There's actually a fucking show called "The Lottery Ruined My Life," and a lot of these motherfuckers are in the same boat. They go crazy spending money, thinking it's never gonna run out, and guess what? That shit runs out faster than a motherfucker. Yep.
And if I won the lottery, like, I think the only thing that I would run out and buy, or maybe build, this is a little bit of a fantasy of mine. I'd find a patch of land, and I would build a property on it. That's one thing I would do. That I don't really give a fuck about cars, to be honest with you, and I don't really give a fuck about jewelry at all. Jewelry, the longer I think.
It's a Capricorn thing.
Yeah, like I don't care about that. But one thing that I would build, that I would spend a lot of money on, is a house that I can pass down. That I would not just to live in it, but I can pass it down to my kids, and they can pass it down to their kids, so on and so forth. That would be the one luxury item that I do buy. If I were going to be frivolous with the spending or anything in the realm of frivolities, and I don't even consider it frivolous, I would want to travel the world, though. I would want to do that. Like, yeah, that's cool. But to spend so much on a metal object so you could wear it on your fucking wrist, a chain,
or your neck,
a fucking mineral, bro,
or your ear.
Thank you, Undefeated. That's exactly, like, it's a mineral, bro. It is a fucking mineral. Oh, it's got diamonds in it. Well, are the diamonds gonna give me like superpowers? Like, am I gonna be like a radioactive dildo or something? Like, nah, right? So what the fuck am I paying all this for?
One of the most common minerals in the world, diamond. It's only valuable because of slave labor. I mean, can't say that word.
People are addicted to status. They want to be known that they got money. Bill and Devin, it's just the more I see it, bro. Brian's gonna knock him the fuck out.
It's a cliche. It's a cliche. And I guess that we're at a point, because where I think of it is, we've already heard so many horror stories about people who were insanely rich, like MC Hammer, that burnt through all the cash. And to see that people still do this, they still spend.
He got taken advantage of by so-called friends, though. I mean, they
country. Remember, he hired the whole hood. Why are you hiring the whole hood, bro?
Yeah, country. He had like 35 employees. Like, what the fuck?
Evander Holyfield.
It's fucking stupid, bro. Like, yeah, let me just hire the whole fucking hood. Cause why, bro? What? The upside was, though, they'd kill for that motherfucker. They was loyal for that motherfucker. But it's like that's silly, dog. Like, live within your means. And I guess it's because they don't see it coming that you won't make this forever. You won't be famous forever. You won't be able-bodied forever. You need to leave something for later.
Jules, you know how you're talking about MC Hammer? You want to hear a story of actual artist in that same genre that actually made money and to this day is still making money. He makes more money than even dudes that are out making music nowadays makes. Slick Rick, back in the 80s, bought a bunch of property in Manhattan and in Brooklyn when he was in his heyday, like back when New York was, bad as far as like a lot of rundown buildings, shit like that, right? So he bought a bunch of properties in like Brooklyn and in Manhattan or whatever. So in the 90s, when he kind of fell off and like nobody was checking for him anymore, he sold a few of those buildings. Apparently, that dude's net worth is some shit like 70 to 80 million dollars, and he hasn't had a hit record in like 30 years.
And that's the thing that a lot of the rappers, especially in the 90s, you know, when rap was really booming and you know, there was a lot of money flowing through the industry more than in the 80s, right? A lot of those guys went broke, man.
Yeah.
Memph Bleak, Freeway, Beanie Siegel, Oshkino, H Money. You don't even like they don't have nothing left over from the money that they were making at that time. And it's like, bro, how could you fuck off that much money? Not it's like it never happened. You're
Yeah.
back where you were.
Yeah, like Beanie Siegel. Remember, he tried to blame Jay-Z for him not getting rich. Jay-Z's like, bro, I put you on your own clothing line. I gave you record albums, like, and that's when he said in that verse, like, you know what I mean? They want me to fish for them, cook it up for them, all that. He's like, bro, like, at what point do I stop holding your hand? You know what I mean?
Honestly,
do you learn nothing?
Like you look at and you know you hear the stories about Jay that Jay is an asshole and Jay is this, but the older I get, the more I realize no. You thought he was supposed to carry you, is what it was. I'm not gonna say I think he's a good guy because I don't think there are very many good guys out there. But I'm just gonna say that the people that tell these horror stories about Jay, you're just mad that he looked out for himself and you didn't look out for yourself. That he's doing well. He's a fucking billionaire now. What the fuck were you doing?
Jules, I mean, those dudes like literally go on podcasts and tell different stories about like the stupid shit they were doing when Jay was trying to tell him, like, yo, you need to be fucking doing X, Y, and Z to build up your money. And then that way, when you're not hot no more, you'll still have money to spend. Like, I think it was him. Bleak was talking about these motherfuckers, him, Freeway, Beanie, all those dudes from State Property. Apparently, they went down to Miami and Jay had like fucking ponied up his own dough to rent the studio out in Miami so these dudes could go record songs. And those motherfuckers went out every single night and were partying their asses off instead of recording music. And I think he said the only one who actually recorded any music during that entire time was Freeway. And Freeway's pretty much the only one right now still making music.
I think it was I saw that. I think the song that Freeway wrote was "Is BC in the place with Yummy?" And I got
Rock the Mic.
Rock the Mic, right? Yeah, I seen that one, and I'm like, yeah, like that's the shit I'm talking about. They're like, y'all had it all laid out for y'all, but y'all think that Jay is supposed to just put y'all on, like y'all had every opportunity to really get rich because y'all wasn't rich. Look at where y'all at now. That's how we know y'all wasn't rich. Y'all was making money. But y'all wasn't rich. Y'all had the opportunity to get rich. Yeah, it is what it is.
It's not Beanie Siegel, but it's somebody that was with Jay back in the day. And he's like 50, but he talks like he's 20. And he's broke. Fuck, I don't know who it is. I
Dame
forgot.
Dash?
Dame Dash, bro.
Yeah,
bro, you're like 50. You talk like you're 20. Like as you get older, your mind's supposed to change, mature.
Yeah,
and these dudes, like it reminded me of Broner. Broner, you're mid 30s talking about selling drugs, bro. Like
because he still idolized drug. Because he's Broner, bro. There's a lot of things I don't like about Broner. There's because you're a deliberate stereotype. You're deliberately a stereotype. You don't have to be that way. You deliberately perpetuate all this fucking negativity and shit, right? And when I look at Dame, like, yo, some people look at Dame, oh, he on his Harlem shit. No, you a cornball. I just see a cornball. Like, yeah, you a cornball. Why you still talking like it's 99? Or like it's 01? That shit was 25 years ago, my man. It's a wrap. You should be wearing cardigans and shit, taking the grandkids to, like, nah, you still acting like it's 01. Like, that shit is corny, bro. The only guy I see that get away with that a little bit is Cam. Cam, he can still be that way, but you see Cam not struggling out here. He got a very successful fucking podcast.
Yeah,
right?
Joel, did you just see that him and May signed a deal for millions? So he's good. He ain't got to worry about shit.
You don't got to worry about nothing like that.
And you know what, too? The way he moved, Jules, the way he moved before he came up in the music industry, the way he moved in the music industry, now where he's at, nobody can say nothing about it. But you can't check him. You can't say like motherfucker handled everything the right way, dog.
I mean, like that, and that's how it's supposed to be. Like, and 50, I think, is one of the better examples. 50, Cam, that like, yeah, like you got to do your own work, bro. All the time, you got to do your own work. Not, all right, I did it. Now I'm a chill. No, you got to do your own work. Movement is life, bro. They moved off of the music. Fucking 50 moved on to the movies and the movie scripts and the television studios. Cam moved off to the podcast. Jay-Z, a whole mogul out here, right? You gotta move, bro. You gotta move
Fucking
around.
did he move to alcohol?
like Jules, think about it. Say you and
not baby
you and I
oil,
work
bro.
together,
Not
bro.
baby
You and I
oil.
work together, and I've been doing it a little bit longer than you, but I do this. I get you your own albums. I get you your own clothing line. I put you in a movie. You gonna learn a lot of shit, and you ain't gonna need me ever again, bro. You gonna take off. You know what I mean? Like, how do you fuck that up? Like, how do you fuck that up?
No work ethic. No work ethic.
Exactly. Yeah.
Honestly, no work ethic. Don't you see
No
that?
discipline. No discipline. Yeah.
Who's a good example of that? I would say that Teofimo's kind of an example of that. That you peaked already, so you kind of think you don't got to do nothing now. Well, no, it's constant. You got to keep moving, bro. It's constant. It's a race, and you stop. You know, you kind of stop. Like he's not now where he was in 2019 in terms of hunger and determination. And I want to do this. I want to do that. Like now you just want a bag for the bag. Just please give me a bag, please. Just for the sake of giving me a bag. No, homie.
How old is Teofimo right now? How old is he now?
He's like what, 27, right? 26,
Okay,
27.
so at that age, Canelo was already owning businesses and was already making like 3 to 4 million a year without boxing.
No, te lo voy a decir. At that fucking age, ese fucking Canelo ya peleó con Cotto, con Golovkin, con Lara, con Floyd, con Trout, with Khan. 27, bro.
Sold out stadiums.
You got it. Like that's why I said I had to become a fan of that dude. Like, yo, this dude is a bad motherfucker. Like,
But legacy doesn't pay
you
bills. Jules.
understand
Legacy
that?
doesn't pay bills.
Fucking he was 27 in the first Golovkin fight, bro. Already sold pay-per-views already. But exactly, Jason. But fuck legacy, right? Fuck legacy.
The motherfucker fought in Madison Square Garden. Tail can't even graduate from the Hulu, bro.
That's what I'm saying. And these dudes be thinking they got it all figured out. No, homie, you looking for a shortcut. That's what it really is. I'm going to say that if Gervonta has a talent or something, it's finding shortcuts, I guess. Because he definitely found one with Jake. But the rest of y'all, there ain't no shortcuts.
No,
y'all
Virgil
not
Ortiz
going.
out here. Virgil Ortiz out here going A side like he Miguel Cotto. Like
Yeah, he's but like, bro, come on, bro. And I fuck with Virgil, but come on, bro. Anyway, I'm gonna fucking go to sleep. I'm fucking tired. Been in the gym all day.
That's
Have a
what's
good
up.
night, Jules. Have a good night.
All right,
Chris.
y'all. Peace out, man.
Night, everybody.
See y'all on next one.
All right.